So there's a unique sequence. That's why I call it a finesse shot. I call it a finesse sequence. That about 10% of the PGA Tour players that were measured at TPI use to hit shots around the green. And you think, well, 10% is not a very big number. But until you see who the 10% of those folks are, you might change your mind. That would be Steve Stricker, Luke Donald, Corey Pavin, Tom Pernice. If you think about, Cameron Tringale, you think about the elite wedge players on the planet, they have this unique sequence. It's not anything close to full swing. And actually there's three sequences in the swing. There's a backswing sequence, a transition sequence, and then a downswing firing sequence. And that's the sequence really I'm talking about. So as we swing back, great finesse setup. Remember, in our backswing plane, we had our two drills, left arm only, and then holster drill, through drill. All right. I take it up to the top. All right, so the backswings happen. There's a slight pivot just reacting to the swing of the arms, not much. The weight's on the left. As I go back, I should have mentioned earlier that the weight actually increases on the left, so you don't shift to the right. So let's say 55 on the left, up the plane. I'd be 60 on the left. A lot of times you'll see the head move forward. All right, so here comes the sequence. In the transition, I'm not going to go hips first. That drops the club under. I'm not going to go arms first, firing. That creates a down cock. That's my particular problem that I really have to fight and concentrate against. It's going to be the arm and club move simultaneously, but the club moves faster than the lead arm. So now this angle, let's say it's a 125 degrees, now starts to increase, become more obtuse to 132. And now the lead arm and the chest kind of pick up the speed and they ride through the shot together. So here's the correct sequence. Tempo in the transition, club falls, arm and chest together. The hips and legs move in response to the chest and the arms. The hips, feet aid in balance and rhythm. They don't generate force like they would in a full swing where you're shifting into the ground and the lead arm's moving faster. Okay, so finesse sequence. We have our two backswing drills. We have our setup to make sure we're swinging on plane. Drill for sequence. If you're struggling with hips first or club first, would be a pause drill. It's a really uncomfortable drill, but it's like, I look at it like eating vegetables. It may not taste so great, but it's really good for you, okay? There won't be any momentum. It's tough to hit them solid, but you might swing it up and stop, pause, and then your first move is going to feel the club, and then the body goes. And you just might hit 5 shots. I don't care where they go. I don't care if you top them, skull them, chunk them, or whatever. Look like this. Pause, club first, chest around the corner. All right, so that would be your finesse sequence drill. It's probably the best one, and the easiest way to think of it in my mind is tempo in the transition, very soft, and then what I would call gathering speed. Watch where the velocity is. Where's the max velocity? Pause, tempo, start slowly, it's picking up pace, Maximum velocity of the club head is just in front of the ball. So the key points to write in your notebook would be finesse sequence, tempo in the transition, gathering speed, max speed is in front of the ball, not behind it. Write down your feels when you do your pause drill, and we're building a tour-ready finesse swing as we go through these points.